about astrology and the influence of this beautiful super full moon in sign of Scorpio and other planetary influences in our lives in the next couple of weeks. And today I want to clear the one fact that when I talk about astrology, by all means, I do not mean fortune telling or those voodoo type of things. I stay away from all of that. I've been studying Kabbalistic astrology, and it's from the book of Sefer Yetzirah, book of formation of Prophet Abraham. And I've also dedicated the past 2.5 months to study it much deeper, to expand my knowledge. I've used every bit of my quarantine time to study, and I've enjoyed it. So I have recently incorporated astrology in my practice of Shalom energy healing, along with other healing modalities such as theta healing, breath work, meditation, conscious parent coaching, and so on. And the combination of all these tools helps to bring healing to my client, to their mind, to their body. And it's really exciting to see to see your client changing and transforming in front of you. So going back to the energy of super full moon today, I don't know if you guys have looked at the moon, but it's gorgeous. It's the biggest it has been. This is the third and last super full moon in 2020. And when I looked at the chart, it was as if the super full moon is speaking to us. It's asking us, are you guys ready? Have you done your homework? Have you shed your unnecessary skin that is not there yet? Have you gone through death and rebirth? Have you been able to let go of attachments to negative things and negative people that do not serve your life anymore, especially the negative things or negative people from pre-corona virus time? The time that maybe we were more materialistic, that those things doesn't really serve us anymore. During this time I have really noticed how simple life is so much easier and better and less headache. So these are the things that we need to reevaluate. If there's any sort of addiction, we need to reevaluate so we can be ready for the changes in 2020 and 2021 that are coming. And these are new changes that we have never faced before, new challenges. And I hope that you don't panic when I say challenges. Our lives is always full of them. And that's how our soul grows. That's how we expand our vessel. And without challenges, we cannot shine the true identity of our soul. So if we know what to expect, what's coming, and use our tools, we can, of course, ride the waves of the obstacle time and come out of it winning and going upward. But God forbid, if we don't know what we are doing, we are not prepared, we are not spiritually connected, we don't have our connection, we don't have our faith, then God forbid we can come out of these challenges and go through a huge chaos. So in order not to do that, one of the tools is astrology, and to see what we need to pay attention to. So in the coming couple of days, these planets are going into retrograde. Planets Saturn, Jupiter, Venus are going retrograde. And if some of you don't know what retrograde means, if there is an observer from Earth looking up into the sky and they want to see the planetary motions and they see the planets going backwards and in reality the planet is not going backwards, but it appears because of its position to us, that means retrograde. And we already have Pluto in retrograde, which started in April, and now we have 3 more going retrograde in 2 days. And every time there is this retrograde motion, there is energy of stagnation. It's energy pulling us down. That, God forbid, there could be obstacles in our way. So we need to be ready. We need to know how to proactively move through these waves. So one of the things that also is happening during this super full moon of Scorpio is that North Node it has changed its sign from Cancer to Gemini. And Cancer was all about home, about security, sensitivity. And now we have moved into a lighter energy of Gemini. And it's all about technology, communication, having fun. So it's a different change, and it's a good change. Except we have to be ready so we don't miss the boat. So I'm going to go over some of the key points that it's important. During this time, it's important that you, during this time of retrograde, it's important that you ask questions, to be curious. Be curious in your relationship. Be curious in your business, in your partnerships. Who are you working with? What are their interests? How can you do your business differently? Or how can you bring a different energy of more love or more lightness to your love life? So be curious. Develop your skills of communication. Know how to communicate, when to stop and not to talk, and allow your partner to talk, and be open to receive messages from them, even if it's if they want to tell you about something that you're not doing correctly. It's okay. Have an open heart. Be vulnerable, and listen, and activate the act of listening. More than talking, it's so important that we listen correctly. Around this time, it's important that we pay attention to our community, to our neighborhood, because also traveling has stopped for a few months probably. We won't be able to travel. So more than ever, the energy of Gemini is telling us, pay attention to your neighborhood, to your communities. Create connections with people. Go find out the name of your neighbors. I mean, of course, after we come out of the quarantine time, which is pretty soon, within a couple of weeks, I think it will be gone, thank God. So make those connections. You never know who is going to be the person who's going to connect you to your next level of opportunity. Be willing to learn new things. Gemini is all about learning. Allow yourself to learn new things from your employers or employees. Be open. Learn a new way of trading, or a new way of creative way of doing your business. Mm, also, Gemini's is all about technology. I cannot emphasize this highly enough. If you are not up to par on how to use technology to your advantage for your business, you're gonna, God forbid, be left behind. It's super, super important that you learn how to use technology to do marketing on social media and all that stuff. And if you don't, take classes, read a book, ask a friend, Google it. I don't know. Find a way to learn up to par technology for your business. And then also during this time, the full moon of Scorpio is trining with Neptune. So there is a beautiful energy available for us to become more intuitive, to become more creative, or new ideas come to us for our business, for our relationships. This is the time to take advantage. Write them down. Um, Take steps to make it grow. And also during this time of Neptune, the other part could be, unfortunately, we might be not so motivated to move forward, and that's a mistake. Even though during all the retrograde time, it's a time of re-evaluation of things, and we have to examine things and see how things are going, where is good and where is bad. We also have to move forward. Even though we are home and maybe businesses haven't opened up yet, you have a bright idea, write it down, expand it, maybe talk to someone, Google it, see how you can make it grow. So all of the things that I talked about is going to help us in the coming weeks. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about the month of being in the month of North Node in Gemini and full moon in Scorpio is that a lot of news, a lot of secrets, because it's month full moon in Scorpio, a lot of secrets are gonna come out, and we're gonna get bombarded with this information. And this is the time that we need to ask the Creator to really help us to see the whole truth and not just accept something that comes, and not just the minute we watch that video, the minute we hear that news, that we start judging people. That's not what we want to do. We have entered the age of Aquarius. This time is about unity. So these secrets that are coming out, or these hidden agendas in the news that are coming out, sometimes, unfortunately, instead of reuniting us, it's separating us, God forbid, more. And they do this very cleverly. They send the video or the message, and the lies are hidden in like the truth. So 60 or 70% of that video or that news is correct, and it's the truth. But then it has a hidden agenda. It has an agenda to, God forbid, separate or to discriminate against a specific group, or to bring hate between different political parties. And that's one thing we cannot afford. There's going to be a lot of probably demonstrations and things like that, but it has to come from a point of view of an intention that we want to reunite everyone, that we want to reunite United States of America, instead of separating and hating And why shouldn't political parties be able to talk to us? When I see two different political party people can't talk to each other, they hate each other, it really bothers me, it really saddens me. So I want you to really pay attention to the messages and these videos or the secrets that are coming out, that no matter what, we have to first stay positive ourselves, and always try to do an action of unity, not separation. So I hope that so far this information have been helpful. I also want to talk to you about this window of time that is available to us tonight, that started at sundown till tomorrow night. It's the energy of Pesach Sheni, or second Passover, which is a second chance that the Israelites were given after Passover, because some of them were impure, or they were traveling and they were not able to do the precept of offering a sacrifice right before Passover, so they were not able to connect to the energy of Passover and to bring that light of protection. So they begged Moses to pray for them and to ask for a second chance, and the Creator said yes, of course. And exactly a month from Passover, they were able to receive that second chance. So tonight, if you have extra matzah left over from Passover, take it out, and before you eat it, say a blessing and ask the Creator to remove the slave mentality, so we can let go of our negative ego, to let go of our the things that no longer serves us, so we can all unite, we can all be helping the planet to be a better place for us to be at, and to be able to overcome the coronavirus. Amen. And also the second opportunity, window of time, these window of times are so important, is on May 11th at sundown, which is the death anniversary of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, one of the biggest righteous souls ever lived on earth. He's the author of the holy book of Zohar, which is the soul and the deeper meaning of the Torah. So on May 11, after sundown, you can light a candle for Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, say a prayer, ask him to help you to overcome your negative traits, and get a download of a better consciousness. And hopefully all these windows of time will help you to overcome the obstacles that are ahead in our lives. Hope this has been helpful, and talk to you later.